Imagine going onto your bank account and seeing $1 million, £1 million. Imagine waking up knowing you have a secure £1 million in your bank account. Imagine waking up and knowing that you are a millionaire. Envision seeing that number in your bank account, $1 million. £1 million. You are a millionaire. I'm going to show you 5 books which will make you a millionaire if you decide to put what you learn in these books into action. Then I can pretty much guarantee you will be a millionaire. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you my top 5 self-development books. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you the book, telling you 3 top main lessons that it taught me and that it will teach you, and give you to read the book yourself. My first book is a classic. Everybody into business, into self-development must read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. This is the 14s version, but there is also the normal version. 14s version basically is a more simpler way of explaining it to teens. So the main points learned in this book is the importance of financial education, assets versus liabilities, and work in order to learn, not to earn. So there's plenty of other lessons that are taught in this book, but those are my top 3 ones, and I'm going to briefly explain them. The importance of financial education is basically, Robert Kiyosaki points out, it's really important that you actually are aware of finances, aware of taxes, aware of assets and liabilities, aware of investing, actually having that financial knowledge to support you in the future. Secondly, assets versus liabilities. So the main tip, the main lesson is assets make you money. You can make money on assets. Assets kind of stimulate an income for you, whereas liabilities will take money from you. Liabilities is just money that you have to be paying out. They'll be costing you money rather than giving you back money. Working to learn, not to earn, is the idea that when you work, when you get work experience, when you meet with other business people, don't allow money control you. Don't allow money to be the reason you are at work. Gain the education, learn from the experience, and then apply it into your own business to make money work for you. That's another lesson. Make money work for you. Don't work for money. Make it work for you. The next book is The E-Myth. The E-Myth, really good basic for startup small businesses especially. But the main lessons that I learned from the E-Myth, don't focus on only working in your business, work on it as well. So what I mean by this is, as an entrepreneur, often you want to be in control of the business all the time because you know how to control the business the best, you know how everything works, you know how to do everything, and that is one mistake that entrepreneurs make. Instead of spending and wasting their time working in the business, they should leverage the day-to-day working in the business jobs to other people so that then you as an entrepreneur can focus on growing and expanding and developing your business, working on the business rather than in it. Other things that are really importantly emphasized in the E-Myth book is the importance of systems and having systems for everything and for every department. Let's say marketing, HR, operations, they all have systems that they follow that will ensure consistency, quality, and efficiency. The E-Myth is basically the idea that people falsely assume that entrepreneurs simply go into making a business in order to make a risk in order to gain a reward. And yes, although that is true, usually entrepreneurs are people who are already skilled and they are willing to take their skill or take their expertise and turn it into a business. What Gerber is trying to emphasize here is that you have to separate the skills from each other. You can't be everything within the business. There has to be a separate manager, entrepreneur, and technician, because all of those are 3 different specialties. And if one person tries to take on all 3 specialties, you can't be specialized in all 3. So make sure that they are split into 3 and that you as the entrepreneur are not taking on all 3, manager, entrepreneur, and technician. You should leverage those and take a specialism in just one in order to be successful in your business and in order to be able to be the most efficient as you can be. Next, we have The Millionaire Fastlane. The Millionaire Fastlane is such a good book. It's quite big. There's quite a lot to read. I remember reading it. I remember it took me literally ages to read, but it is so worth it at the end. The main things I learned is it goes through the idea of the sidewalk, the slow lane, and the fast lane. The sidewalk is people who are going to end up poor. It's the people who aren't even going the right direction and they're just letting other people go into the lane, watching other people succeed. The slow lane will lead you to a mediocre, middle class life. You are slowly going there, but you just take such slow steps that they're not really having a big effect. And the fast lane is ultimate success path. The people who become millionaires, the people who become really successful and rich and wealthy. So when you read this book, it will explore those ideas much further. But another thing that is taught in this book, again, the emphasis of control and leverage. Being able to have sufficient control over your business, but also being able to leverage out those small tasks in order to be more efficient and in order for you to take control of the more important tasks like growing and expanding and developing your business further. And then lastly, the value of creation and scale. So this is the idea that to make a successful business, to be a successful millionaire, you need to value creation. So how you can do this is you can do it by solving a problem for people. Solving people's problems will be always a really good business idea and really will lead you to that success because people are always looking for ways to solve their problems. Scale is the idea that you should always be growing your business. Business isn't a thing that stays in one place. It's dynamic. It's always changing. So you have to always be developing your business, always be changing your business in order to keep up with trends and keep up with society and keep your business up and like popular. The next book is The Slight Edge, and this one I put on my #1 top book that I read in 2023. On my old YouTube channel I made a video like that, but this was my #1 book of 2023, and this book is all about mindset. It's all about the small habits and the small things that compound in order to create a bigger thing. So it's kind of like the butterfly effect, like I mentioned in my last video. Small actions will compound in order to create big things. Some of the things that are taught in The Slight Edge is importance of consistent small actions. So this could be, for example, reading 10 pages of a book every day. Over a year's time, look at how much pages of a book you would have read in 365 days. Look at how much books you would have read in a year by just reading 10 pages every day. Another thing that is taught in this book is the importance of a mindset and attitude. Having the correct growth mindset. Having the correct mindset that if you want to achieve something, you are going to achieve it. Not limiting yourself and not limiting your own thoughts and beliefs and going through with them, developing that proper growth mindset. Lastly, it also mentions the importance of daily habits and routines. So this could be having an established morning routine, creating routines that are really efficient. In order to get the best results that you could possibly get, you need to create these routines and these habits that will lead you to that. And the last book is Think and Grow Rich. This is actually a really recent one that I read. I read this at the beginning of this year, 2024. This book is so good. Again, it's all about mindset. It's all about mindset and believing in yourself. Some of the main things that I got from this book, you need to have a clear purpose and a specific goal. If you don't have a specific goal, if you don't have a clear purpose for yourself, you're not going to get anywhere because there's nothing to grow towards. There's nothing to aspire to become if you don't have a goal to go towards or to grow towards. Another thing is positive mental attitude. You have to be positive. You have to try every time your brain tries to tell you something. Oh, you're not good at this. Oh, you can't achieve this. You have to form the ability to be able to construct positive thoughts. You have to almost develop a skill of taking negative thoughts and making them into positive thoughts. Every time you get a negative thought, try to reconstruct it. Try to make it into a positive thought. And then lastly, my last little tip that I got from this book is surround yourself with like-minded people. I mentioned this in a lot of my videos as well, but if you are around other people who want to succeed. Okay, those are my top 5 books I would recommend reading if you really want to get into self-development and if you really want to succeed and if you really want to become a millionaire. But make sure once you read these books, you actually put everything that you learn into action, because you can't go anywhere if you don't put it into action. The same idea of mindset is portrayed across every single book. That just shows you how important mindset really is. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please put down in the comments down below any videos that you would recommend or want me to record. And yeah, I hope you have a good day. Bye.